Best way to get power without a tune in a B9 SQ5.
Yeah, so if you don't have the tune, I would say tune it.
No, you actually let me just burst your bubble here.
That's a big
You
one.
actually can't make more power without a tune. So the factory ECU is it uses a torque request model. So the factory ECU is not simply injecting a certain amount of fuel and a certain amount of timing and targeting a certain boost level, and then if you somehow like made a modification that allowed more air to come in the engine, that the ECU would inject more fuel
Right.
and more timing for that additional airflow. The ECU will actually shut the throttle a little bit if you make a meaningful improvement somewhere else.
Right. Yeah, it's going to control. It'll reduce boost. I mean, you can put a massively open intake on it, a huge open exhaust on it, and it's just going to do. It's going to make essentially the same power, just a little more efficiently
Yeah.
because you've uncorked some stuff on it. But you're not going to see really any gains.
This is sort of like your lazy coworker that sits next to you in the cubicle form, and they're hell bent on working about 20 hours a week. And so let's say management comes in and says, "Hey, good news! We just updated your computer systems and the time tracking system, and you can now get 2 more hours of work a day done." So your lazy coworker should technically be getting 22 hours a week of work done now. Well, he's still planning on only getting 20 hours a week, so he will just simply work 2 hours less in the other areas to make up for that improvement. And that's what the factory ECU is going to do too. The factory ECU isn't lazy; it's very precisely programmed, and it doesn't think on its own. And so, for all the important reasons why an engine needs to make power from the factory, for all emissions and regulations and advertising, the ECU targets that exact torque level all the time. So we go in there and we have a nice little talk with the ECU. We say, you need to pick it up. You're not making enough power. There's a lot of potential here. So it's like, upper management comes and talks to your buddy and says, listen, you need to get more than 20 hours of work done. Otherwise, you're out of here. You're going to get replaced with a Durango, or something. So yeah, it's time to bump up the boost a little. We're gonna tweak your air fuel ratios, your timing curves. We're gonna put some better fuel in here, and you're gonna get a lot more power. So the point is, even if you went out and let's say you could somehow improve the intake flow by 10%, your engine will just reduce
Something else.
something else by 10% to keep the power the same.